Welcome to Tough Calls Podcast. We already have a sweep in the NBA playoffs. A lot of players stepping up for their teams, and there was a big boxing match last night. You watched that.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Adrian Broner had a draw, and Gervonta Davis, he wound up winning his in like the third round knockout.
Okay.
I really wanted to see what Gervonta was going to do, but he did what he was supposed to.
So that was the big fight of the night.
No, Adrian Broner fight was the big fight, was the last fight.
And that was a draw.
Yeah.
But
Gervonta Davis, he wound up knocking him. He was like the second fight. He wound up knocking him out in the third round.
because I saw the post-fight
Mhm.
conversation because they gave the win to, what's his name? Not Davis.
Which
who
which
won?
fight you talking
You
about?
said it was a draw, but I thought...
Yeah, the last fight was a draw between Broner and...
Nobody won by decision? It was just a flat-out draw?
just a draw.
How do you get a draw when it's like a decision?
One referee calls it one way, another referee calls it another way, and then the head referee says it's a draw.
Oh, I thought there was always three judges and...
No. The female ref actually said that Broner won.
Yeah.
But the other ref overrules her
Oh, okay.
and
Well,
says it's a draw.
sounds like they set up controversy for another fight.
Yeah. That's basically what it was.
Because I saw the post-fight conversation with Jim Gray.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Davis, he was just going off. I think he was just... It sounded like he wanted to get off his post-fight victory speech.
Yeah.
Even though he lost, because he had so many one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I beat you like you were late for school. I beat you.
Yeah,
like
that was
you...
Broner said that. Yeah, Broner said that, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he just wanted to get that in there.
He tried to snatch the mic out of the man.
Yeah, and then he was saying things about, oh, I had to fight here in front of all these Mexicans and stuff like that.
That
and
was kind
oh, they just want to eat chicken and rice, and which makes me think about boxers. I think we have the lowest expectations for boxers' behavior in America. We never. I don't think you never hear about them getting in trouble for anything. I mean, sometimes people complain about Mayweather.
Yeah.
But those were like sexual allegations. But like his behavior and the things he talks about, I think America. I think we kind of celebrate that boxing behavior of. It could be a little racist. He could be a little whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it interesting that just the behavioral expectations. I mean, we don't let NBA players, golfers, or even football players get away with that kind of. But for some reason, boxers can. But I don't know. But I guess there's a give and take because their line of work is,
a lot more serious than.
Yeah, most of them are going to end up with head concussions and stuff like that. Football's getting the same way, so it's like a shorter lifespan.
Yeah.
Or quality of life, really, and that's probably why they get paid so much. And with this whole, I saw an article about even football, where because of the concussions and them not being able to really prevent it, football is going to be a profession where I forgot how they worded it, but it's the people who are in the most need. Like people take tough jobs that pay higher because of their financial or family situations. Like miners, I think they get paid a lot of money to do what they do, go underground with the possibility of, you hear about that every now and then, how they got to be rescued from down there. So that's what I noticed from that post-fight conversation.
Yeah, he been doing stuff to actually, get the fight to have
promote
basically. Which I knew he was gonna lose because of what he did to the before the fight, the day before with the promoter.
What happened?
Like he called him out. You didn't see that?
No.
Like he called him out and was like, "You not with me?" You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. It was actually crazy. I was like, why would you do that to he was the guys with Mayweather promotion, and he's the one promoting the fight. Why would you do that with the promoter?
Didn't Mayweather agree to do a UFC fight with
He said he was gonna agree not to actually fight McGregor, but he was just gonna fight like a deal, like where he had to have 3 fights or 5 fights, something like that.
Okay, but he's not gonna fight Conor.
I don't know. But they said something about he'd get like almost $1 billion if he did.
Jesus.
That's crazy. Like, let me see.
Well, he's built himself up to that point. Anytime you can go your whole career undefeated, every next match.
And I know. Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh, you don't want to load, right?
Him right here. They with this bitch at.
Like, he was doing all this before the fight.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, let her bitch ass nigga too.
He was just talking shit to him, like it wasn't gonna work out.
So now to the NBA playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all season long, they keep pushing all these borderline superstars on us. I think they're trying to prepare for an NBA without LeBron being in the finals.
Uh-huh.
And so they're pushing Giannis from Milwaukee. They're pushing Lillard from the Trailblazers. They're pushing
Anthony Davis.
Well, he's legitimate. He's a legitimate superstar. He's an MVP candidate. Like him, Harden are MVP candidates. But these other players, like these are fringe. I don't know. I should have been on the side already. These are fringe. I wouldn't call Lillard an MVP candidate.
Mm.
I mean, top 3 is MVP candidates, not top 5, top 7 or whatever. Then Karl Anthony Towns, they're pushing him.
He's definitely not.
No, and then well, Thunder have all veterans, so, and then Golden State is who they are. San Antonio is who they are. But then they've always been pushing Lowry and DeRozan. But they're pushing them as guys to watch. John Wall, they push him. New guy, Victor Oladipo, they started pushing him this year. Embiid. And then it seems like the last 2 weeks of the season, they were like getting all hype on, point guard rookie.
From Utah?
No, from Sixers. I can't even think of his name.
Ben Simmons?
Yeah, he was good, but like they really stepped up the coverage. I mean, he was doing good, but they really stepped it up. And then, but yeah, those guys. So they were pushing those guys all season long, and then all of a sudden you got Drew Holiday, 41 points in a closeout sweep.
It's crazy.
He got no presses here.
They in a small market, and he was playing good, but he wasn't playing this good.
No, but I mean, this is crazy how.
Yeah. You think he's gonna play as good against the Warriors?
No, I'm just saying. This is you put 4 solid games like that.
Yeah, he did that
against Lillard, who is.
Remember what I said about the last episode with them double teaming Lillard?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's because their coach never adjusted to that.
But you cannot do that against the Warriors.
No.
Well, I mean, you go double up there.
Yeah. Well, I think the coach knows better.
Man, it's gonna be 1-on-1.
But the coach knows better than that, you know. But
Rondo is gonna have to score. Rondo got like 16 assists, and I don't know how much points he had. He had a triple double, though, I think.
I'm gonna.
Did he have a triple double?
No, I wait.
He just had 16 assists, and I don't know how many points.
I saw a stat that I saw a stat on Reddit that Rondo had the second most assists all time.
That's crazy.
In a 4-game sweep.
I believe it.
Molly Magic's had more.
Because he was, the way he was passing the ball, I was like, damn, Rondo. Like, how can a person not going to score keep getting players open?
Well, he's got 4 people to pick from.
Like, that pick and roll is crazy with him and Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
With Drew Holiday and Anthony, that's a crazy pick. But Anthony Davis was on fire last night.
Yeah.
Like, he was hitting everything.
Yeah, but that guy's a legitimate superstar.
Yeah. They better not ever. The next time I see somebody, I'm not even. When I see somebody compare him and Karl Anthony Towns again, I'm gonna be like,
well, we see the difference
like,
now.
What are y'all looking at
in the playoffs?
The Timberwolves about to tie that series up, didn't it?
They
tied the series up 2-2.
There's no ties right now.
Okay. They're gonna tie it up next game at home. It's gonna be 2-2 going back to Houston.
Well, what happened in Game 3? I didn't even watch it.
James Harden was off and Chris Paul was off.
Okay, because James Harden was off in Game 3, but Chris Paul wasn't off.
Yeah. They're going to tie that game up at home. Teague was killing Chris Paul. Chris Paul showing that he old again because T just flying around past him, laying the ball up. And they were supposed to be like good friends or whatever, but Chris Paul had threw almost elbowed him that time.
That's okay.
He almost elbowed him, and then T just changed his whole demeanor. Like now T is actually like going at him.
Yeah, good. I like that.
But if James Harden cranked back up, they'd be.
I'm gonna like Rondo versus Draymond Green.
Man.
Those are two
with that dumb.
Those are two over competitive guys, and I like it.
What you think JaVale McGee versus Anthony Davis gonna be like?
I love JaVale McGee.
I know, but he can play D, but Anthony Davis is going.
JaVale is a very inconsistent Anthony Davis.
He's gonna be crazy, man.
But you know they're.
That's why I hope they sweep him. I hope that guy sweep the Spurs today.
That guy, they're him and Anthony Davis. They have the same amount of athleticism.
Yeah.
It's like comparing J.R. Smith to Kobe. You know, it's like J.R. Smith can just blow your mind, but Kobe's the one in the gym for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, making sure he can play like that every game.
JaVale ain't trying to shoot no jumpers or nothing.
JaVale's trying to,
he's barely catching the ball.
He's just trying to have a good time.
Yeah. Which I like him for that. You know?
Yeah. You can't have everybody trying to compete for. But while we're talking about the Warriors, I kind of bounce back and forth of we always have who we want to win and stuff like that, and at this point I would really like to see Durant win. I would like to see the Warriors get a three-peat and Durant get 3 straight Finals MVPs. I would really like to see that. The last time I had a chance to see that was with Miami and LeBron. And I was like, at first I was never a LeBron fan.
Mm-hmm.
And even when they played OKC in 2012, I wanted Durant to win because I had always wanted the best I always wanted the most hyped player.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's the best, most hyped player, I always wanted them to never win. But then LeBron finally won 2, and I was like, okay, I'm going to cheer for him now because I want to see a 3-peat, 3 straight Finals MVPs because that is so rare. I always watch the NBA for the rarities, and we haven't seen that since Shaq. And the Lakers get a 3-peat, and Shaq get 3 straight Finals MVPs. So I think Durant has a chance, and I really hope he does.
If they win a championship, he's gonna be MVP. I mean, because Durant, I don't know how many. How many scoring titles does Durant have? A lot of them. Like Durant with the one, it's only
he's got at least 2 or 3.
He got more than that.
I'm saying at least.
Yeah. You got as far as like scoring titles, you had Jordan, then you had
Jordan had 10 straight.
Then you had Allen Iverson, and then you had
Kobe had a couple, T-Mac had a couple, Melo got in there, LeBron had 1.
I think Durant probably got at least 4 or 5.
Well, I'll look it up.
Because he's a straight up. He got to be him, Iverson, and Jordan like at the top.
There was a point in the NBA where there's a different scoring leader every year, but Durant had a couple, but Westbrook got 1 year by year. Oh, okay. Points per game, year by year, because they go by points per game. Okay, Durant's got 4.
Yeah, I knew it had to.
He had 3 straight from 2010 to 2012. Carmelo Anthony snuck in there. Then Durant got it back.
Oh, okay. So he's going.
And then Westbrook got it in 15. Curry on that record-breaking season got it. Then Westbrook got it back. Now James Harden.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like if they win the championship, he's going to be the MVP because he's going to have the most points.
Yeah, and then he's also got the rebounds and assists, and also the block shots. And it's always been going to the small forward every year because it's either going to be LeBron or the guy guarding LeBron.
That's what I hope. That's why they need to get rid of the Spurs today. They need to go ahead and get rid of Spurs so we actually see them play the Pelicans.
I think Popovich is still out, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just need to finish them off, stay healthy.
And get Curry back.
Yeah. And didn't Durant get hurt again?
He hurt his ankle, but I think he's good.
When it was like one of those no big deal ones. And we got Milwaukee up by 3 on Boston with
how much time?
149 to go.
Because they was up big, and Boston came all the way back.
Yeah, they're up like 12 or something. Last time I checked.
Yeah.
And that's a series that's going to go both ways. But next year, Boston's going to,
easily,
with everybody healthy, they almost got too many good players.
This is going to be a problem. Because Brown not going to the bench.
And it's just like Golden State. How are you going to hold on to all these guys?
That's what I'm saying. Draymond Green going to be going.
No, I'm talking about Boston.
Yeah, but Boston, that's the same thing Brown going.
Same problem.
They're going to get rid of him. Just like Harrison Barnes. You remember the Warriors got rid of Harrison Barnes? Let him go get that money in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to happen. You get these small contracts in there.
Well, they got rid of him to get Durant.
No, that contract. I mean, I don't know how much money he make. I know he got like. All I know is they didn't match the money Dallas was going to pay him. So you can have a great player, and if a team doesn't want him to still be on your team, like nobody knew Kevin Durant was going to go over there.
Yeah, that's why.
That was just like shocking. You know what I'm saying? So now you can say, let's just say, Damian Lillard, let's just say he comes up on his contract year and he's a $200 million player. You can turn around and say, let's say the Bulls could come out and say, I give you 180. And if you stay with his team, he can make more money, but let's just say they won't match what the Bulls said they'll give him. Now he's gone.
That's crazy. Do you think, well, someone's probably going to give him the max, but
yeah. I
don't know if you want to give him the max.
Who?
Damian Lillard?
Man, how you want to get? He's a killer. He got double. This is what I'm saying. The Pelicans had a great plan for him.
Okay.
No other team would do that. Now this summer with McCollum and all of them knowing they just got swept, I guarantee they're getting a shooter. Whoever the shooter may be, I don't know who in free agency, I don't know who. That small forward will be able to shoot threes. That shooting guard, if Turner is out of there. Turner's going to be on the bench, or he's going to be like playing like a defensive role, kind of like Bradley for the Boston used to do. You're going to have to be able to shoot that three if you play with Portland.
But still, I mean, just to see a player of his caliber get swept, though, that's still crazy.
17 points. But he had 17, and 16. And then he has 19 last night. I mean, that game plan for him is great. They doubling him, getting the ball out of his hand, and nobody else is doing anything to. They did the same thing to Iverson when he came up against the Lakers.
Well, okay, let's say which players in the NBA would that strategy not work with? Like
it has to be a team.
Which player can you not double?
They have to. You got to go by the team.
Okay, well if you switch Durant for Lillard,
he would have the same bad numbers.
You think so?
But he don't bring the ball up the court like that though.
That's what I'm saying.
So if they took Lillard and put him off the ball and he come on screens, then he could have been scoring. But he gets the ball and he has to play point guard.
So there's nobody in the NBA that you can switch out with Lillard. And
think they'll strive as a point guard, getting double?
I mean, no, just switch the player. No, I mean, obviously, if you put a power forward, I'm asking you.
If you put Curry there, he still would get double. And he still wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, no, there's
just a bad game plan.
But I didn't watch it, but somebody had put together.
Okay, prime example.
No, somebody had put together something where they showed Curry being defended that same way, and he was doing pretty good against that. But I think he has different
players around him. Yeah, he loosens up.
Yeah.
So you put we just showed Drew Holiday, not Drew Holiday, but what's the guy name that was going 1-on-1 that was killing them boy? The Pelicans.
Oh.
Drew Holiday, 1-on-1, straight up. Y'all, at the end of the game, y'all move out of my way. I'm going 1-on-1. There's no calling, no pickup there. The Portland Trailblazers offense is pick and roll stuff. So they can blitz it. So just change your...
So why doesn't Lillard go 1-on-1?
He can't. I don't know. I don't understand why he didn't. He has a 1-on-1 move. Because if the dude from Indiana can do it, if Oladipo can do it, then he can do it. Oladipo did it the other night.
You've always said that the NBA, there's no defense anymore.
No,
1-on-1.
1-on-1, you can't.
There's no such thing as 1-on-1.
Oladipo is cooking Hill for the Cavs. LeBron tried to go up there and guard Oladipo. He put him in the cup. Then the guy, when you see what happened when they went to help, Oladipo kick it to the guy for them shooting. He hit 7 threes. Like, if you get a 3-point shooter, you can no longer trap him. That's why I was like, the Cavaliers, what are you doing? Why are you bringing this man? Oladipo is crossing half court. You're sending a man all the way up there to trap him. He's all the way at half court. He takes the weakest side. He takes that weak side. Your third man help. Now you're playing 3-on-5. He kicks it to a wide open 3 every time. I'm like, Tyronn Lue, like, why are you trapping as soon as he crosses half court? Let the shot clock run down some and then go trap him. I don't know what kind of. That's why I say Tyronn Lue. I don't know what kind of coaching he be doing. Like, LeBron is sitting in the middle. He's not even guarding a man. He lets Lillard get back. Boom, he kicks it to him. Now he trying to run out there to the shooter. These are NBA players. If they're wide open, it's cash. To do hit a record setting 7 threes, like, now you're going to come up with a game plan on the next game. You probably won't double. You probably just let them go 1-on-1. Because we'll take that 2 instead of that 3. The Cavaliers probably will win that game.
You know who has a good court? Utah.
Yeah.
You watch that?
Yeah.
I love their court.
But then,
no, I'm talking about the design of the court.
How in the world did Westbrook let Rubio outplay him last night?
That's what Westbrook was talking about. It's like he said Rubio got way too comfortable.
A triple-double?
And he's going to shut that down next
A
year.
triple-double on Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook, people complain about his lack of intensity on defense.
A triple-double. But when I was telling you the other day, if Westbrook chills, you see what happened, right? He only had 14 points.
Yeah. That was his worst game.
If he doesn't play like he normally plays,
okay, yeah.
They're going to lose.
He's got to play out of his mind.
He's going to lose.
And I agree with that. I think whatever your strength is, whatever your best strength is on your team, you have to build around that. Like if you have Shaq, you build around that. You have so you build around a post player. You cover him with shooters, like in Orlando and LA, and then like Westbrook, you got a guy that can go hard like that every game, never get injured, and so surround him, and you know he's gonna pass because he whether it's the right thing to do or if he really wants the triple doubles, he's still going to pass for whatever the motivation. He's still going to pass. So, you know, you just you surround. You don't ask Shaq or like what they're doing in Minnesota the first 2 games. Karl-Anthony Towns, go to the corner 3.
Stupid.
Even though you got Harden posted up, no, go out there so Jeff T can do another floater.
No.
You know, so that's I didn't watch the Minnesota game that they won.
It was.
But what was Carl?
He scored. He had like 2 points in the first quarter, 4 points second quarter. Then the third quarter, he wound up getting like 9 points.
But was he in the post?
No, he was shooting threes. And he went to the post like one play and scored it.
That's weird. Why are they avoiding? Why are they avoiding that?
I don't know. It's on him though. If you want the ball down low, go down there and demand the ball.
Telling him to.
But like I said, they was killing Chris Paul last night. T was killing.
Yeah, I guess.
So waving him out of the way last night was the right thing to do because he was.
How old is Chris Paul?
I don't know.
But
he
old enough
slow.
to.
He looked slow.
Old enough to like play a great game.
All he do is dribble up, knocking people with his shoulder and stuff like that, and get some off balance. And he scored. Man, T was coming right back out. And that's the difference. Like they like I don't know whether the Rockets like they'll give up 2s on purpose, and then try to go back down and get a 3. But
Milwaukee won 104 to 102.
They're gonna tie that up.
It's tied now, right?
Yeah. Only because.
Yeah.
And the funny part about it, they haven't lost since Eric Bledsoe said.
No, was that game 3? Was that game 3, or was that game 4?
That might be game 3. So it might be 2-1.
Because you know what was weird? New Orleans finished their 4-game sweep before.
Oh, you talking about before they actually got to?
No,
they played that Saturday.
Yeah, well, they were able to play 4 games.
Yeah.
Before another team played their 3rd game, so right after that game they were up. They sweep 4-0. We have another series that's 2-0. How's the NBA? Why do they skip?
I think it's like traveling and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know how that worked. Like. Because I don't know how Portland versus New Orleans, like travel-wise, I don't know how, like, it's a reason it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, if the Warriors sweep them today, then they'll be playing.
So that series is tied
Wednesday or Tuesday.
That series is tied 2-2.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I said. The funny part is they haven't lost a game since Eric Bledsoe said, "Who is Rozier?" And Rozier's not playing good no more.
Eric Bledsoe had an interesting season.
That's crazy.
Where he was stuck in Phoenix, he was like, "I don't want to be here."
Yeah.
And then he was in no man's land for a while, not playing for them, not traded. And then they finally got him somewhere.
Yeah, he's a good piece of them.
Jaylen Brown had 34. Tatum had 21.
How much Rozier had? I'm saying he not even talked about no more.
10 points.
Ever since Bledsoe said that.
10 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds.
Ever since Bledsoe said, "Who is he?"
Yeah, well, I mean, I think everybody can agree on that. He's not a borderline star. Giannis had 27.
Yeah.
Middleton had 23. Bledsoe had 9. So it's not like he really. Yeah. Bledsoe had 9, 5, and 1.
But see, he don't really have to score for them to win.
Yeah, but
Rozier was playing out his mind for the Celtics.
Yeah, but Rozier still had a better game than Bledsoe. I think if you're going to talk about somebody, you got to play better than them.
Yeah, I mean, but you got Middleton and Antetokounmpo on your team.
I don't like that when the little guy is doing all the trash talking because he's got Shaq on his team. You can't.
But they asked him though.
Unless you're the guy.
The reporter asked him though.
But still, if you're the
that's what I'm saying.
Unless you're the man doing the damage, you don't get to do all the talking.
I say that a lot.
That's like Steve Kerr. Like, could you imagine if Steve Kerr was the biggest trash talker on the Bulls?
I would be, because I know I got Jordan.
No, but how would you feel? I mean, just as a fan.
They're gonna say, "Oh, you ain't had number 3 points." I pass the ball to Jordan.
No, but I don't think just playing pickup ball. Like
that's different though. Pickup, you can do that. You're not going to pick up somebody on a pickup game who can't do anything.
No, but sometimes you don't have a choice. Like, I mean, it's like.
And then he'd be out there talking trash. He'd be like, "Why are you talking?"
When he's got 2, real good players on his team, I just don't think you're allowed to.
One day he won't have them, and then you can talk shit to him.
This is what I'm saying. I just to say, I don't know. This seems like there should be a code out there where unless you're
that guy, you don't need to be out here. Like I see it all the time. Somebody be like, I be out there scoring a lot. Then you garbage. I'm looking at him like, man, you ain't even score yet.
It's like those girlfriends who go and just start stuff with guys at a Pizza Hut or something like that because their boyfriend's 280.
Yeah, fucking 6'8". Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And then they're just waiting for somebody to tell them to shut up. And oh!
And now all of a sudden he gets out the car and they're like, man, look at this shit.
I remember there was a video a long time ago, this girl cut in line at Pizza Hut, and the guy was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, I don't even think he said anything to her. He was talking on his phone. It's like, some girl just cut in front of me. And she's like, looks back at him, calls her boyfriend, and boyfriend doesn't. And then he gets arrested, so that's great.
Yeah.
Can't even have the pizza that your girl cut in line for. So now we got, where are we at now? We haven't talked about, Toronto just dropped a game.
They're going to be...
So now they're 2-1.
They're going to be going back.
This is, I think this is the most, I know we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but I don't think I've seen this many 2-1 series to start off with playoffs.
Yeah, because everybody's it's all about matchups.
Yeah.
And people were losing games in the beginning of the year, the end of the year, trying to make sure they get
then injuries.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a 7 seed, you're really a 3 seed.
Yeah.
If you hadn't gotten injured.
That's why they were saying Philadelphia got an easy route to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? Because just with them getting that 4th seed, they're gonna wind up having to play somebody lower every time.
I love how competitive all those games are.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna get rid of
James Johnson was trying to get Ben Simmons to get thrown out.
You know that guy knows karate?
Yeah.
So
he's like a UFC
guy. Ben Simmons know that. Ain't nothing going on. He's not gonna try that.
Because James Johnson used to start stuff with LeBron.
Yeah, he's not gonna do. Ain't nothing going on. You're not about to kick me in my face.
That guy dunks on people pretty hard.
Who?
James Johnson.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that just
I love him. Him and Wade, that's what I'm saying. If they on their game, they gonna win. But Ben Simmons, that's another thing I don't understand about the NBA. If Ben Simmons can't shoot and it's a minute to go in the game and you're down 1 point, why not foul him and make him shoot?
They let him go in for that dunk.
He went all the way right and took off. Yeah. I'm like, come on. He like, my pick is Philadelphia to win the championship, but don't make it so easy. Like, let's go down and see if you could actually make this free throw. Like,
JJ Redick's been playing pretty good.
And then he hit the wide open three.
Yeah.
They double teamed Ben Simmons and he can't shoot.
Neither team could get a stop.
I have no idea. Like,
at the end of that game, no team was getting stops.
And then what's the guy name that they don't be playing like that in the fourth quarter? Whiteside.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna turn around and say, he goes up there to double on the pick, and his man like, why didn't you go to Redick? This man can't even shoot. You doubling over here. This is why we don't play you. Like, that's what they should have told me. He's like, you see what just happened in that game? That's why we don't play you in the fourth quarter. And you can't stop Embiid. So you just out
I think other than only because of LeBron being on Cleveland and him possibly losing in the first round for the first time in his career, I think Sixers Heat is the best series.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, as far as competitiveness, and the games are all close. Obviously.
Well, they blew them out one game.
Oh yeah, okay.
Philadelphia blew them out. I like that Wizards and Toronto series because I think that
I
think those guards are better than Toronto guards. I just don't understand why they lost those two games.
I don't like either player on any team. No, there's no player on any. I can't stand DeRozan or Lowry because I
like Bradley Beal.
They're always losing. They're always hyped up. They get the most hype but never win. As far as like even getting deep in the playoffs, They got to the conference finals 1 year. But other than that, you had old man Paul Pierce knocking them out 2 years in a row. But LeBron down 2-1, I think he's still going to pull it off. I think
he's going to win. They're not going to let LeBron lose in the first round.
Well, now the narrative, and this is the narrative on like Fox Sports and ESPN, is that the NBA is. They feel like the NBA is ready to survive without LeBron being in the finals because that's why they're
of Simmons and Embiid or
because they're hyping up all these other players like James Harden.
It makes sense.
The Warriors.
But they in the Western Conference. I'm just saying the East since we got Embiid and
now they're Simmons. That's why they keep saying, well, Simmons is the new LeBron now, so we can get rid of the old LeBron. That's why
that would be a better series though. 76ers versus the Warriors or the Rockets.
Because they got.
Who really want to see LeBron? LeBron, I'm telling you, if LeBron comes out the East, them boys are going to lose by 20 every game probably.
I believe it because Kevin Love's not doing anything.
They can't even score 100 points. They ain't scored 100 points yet. The one game they won, I think they scored 100. Two games.
Who's LeBron's most reliable teammate right now?
Shit, it still is Kevin Love. Even though his hand hurt, it's still Kevin Love.
But still, you're used to having Irving there, and I miss Dellavedova now.
They should have went after them boys the 76ers got. Ilyasova and Bellinelli.
Oh yeah, Bellinelli.
Both of them went over there, and look at that.
Well, those were like late season pickups.
Yeah, because they got bought out by their teams. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all didn't see these players out there. Y'all ain't going.
Everybody knows Bellinelli's legit.
They knew Ilyasova could shoot.
Yeah.
And you got a 6'8", 6'9" shooter with LeBron. It's like these teams don't even they be like, oh, he's under the radar. We don't have to get him. But you know he can shoot. Corbett is looking terrible. He can't play. He playing like 5 minutes a game or something. And he was knocking down shots for LeBron.
See, that's why LeBron has to play. That's why LeBron has to score 46 just to win by 2.
Yeah, man, that don't look good. That don't look good, man. He can run up against. That's why I want to see them play the Sixers so bad, because I want to see how they bottle that, how they put a body. Because Simmons 6'8", they're gonna put other guy who could be Defensive Player of the Year, Covington. He's gonna come help. Then you got Embiid coming to help. LeBron ain't gonna have no choice but to pray Kevin Love and them be out there shooting them threes.
What do you think LeBron's just gonna have to average 40 a game?
I don't think he can average 40 on Philadelphia. I don't think so. It's too much big. They're too big. Like, for them to, like, when you go to the rack, it's a difference between LeBron going to the rack seeing, let Lance Stevenson.
So what?
6'5". You going with another 6'9", 6'8" guy that's right along with you.
But Jordan Kobe never seemed to be afraid of all those centers in the NBA.
LeBron. Who?
I mean, Jordan Kobe.
Two people with jump shots?
No, I'm talking about going to the basket.
They have a jump shot. So
but they still go to the basket.
But you're going to have to play them closer, so it's easier for them to get by you with their crazy first step. LeBron can't shoot that well, so it's like they're like in between. Like they're giving them space so they can still get a hand up, and then they're baiting LeBron to shoot.
It's like LeBron's jump shot is...
He's shooting coming down now. I think he's tired. Look at his jump shot. He's shooting. He's jumping in the air, coming down, shooting, and keep going short. And I'm like, how is he not knowing that?
I think they're the last game they play today. They're the 8:30 game.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think, man, if Cleveland go down 3-1, man, whoever you say Fox Sports or whoever said,
yeah,
they might be right. Because if he go down 3-1, no way.
I think it'll almost be kind of refreshing for LeBron.
You think he'll relax?
No, I mean,
if LeBron losing the first round, Cleveland, he's leaving Cleveland.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let's say LeBron loses first round. It does two things. One, he gets like an extra month of rest, and there's no Olympics this year. Yeah. And then nobody can really blame him if he
leaves.
Yeah, because when you look at Golden State, Houston, and then the way Boston and the 76ers, hey, I can't, nobody can blame me anymore. It almost might be refreshing because it's kind of like you're kind of in a job you don't like, and the only reason you don't leave it is because you don't want to go through the trouble of finding a different job. But then if you get fired, it's like, well, it's almost refreshing because I'm not really lingering in this place I don't like. So it might be good for him, and as far as the legacy thing, nobody cares about the first round. Only Facebook cares about the first round.
Yeah, they bring that up. Jordan lost all these games. Man, shut up.
It's okay for LeBron to be in the NBA 15 straight seasons without taking 2 seasons off and losing the first round one time. It's all right, and he needs a break. Jesus, I mean, if anybody
I know he's tired.
He needs to take. He deserves a year off.
Yeah. I know he's tired. That's what I'm saying. I don't want him to come out of the East and get blasted.
And almost.
Okay, so what would you think about his legacy if let's just say he beats the Philadelphia 76ers, which is a great team.
Yeah.
But let's say he comes out of the East and he has to play against the Warriors and they beat him by 20 every game. What are people going to say? Now he'll be 3-6 in the final?
Yeah. He kind of wants to avoid that.
Now then you'll be like, LeBron.
Not that he cares. I don't think he cares.
I think he'll just be happy to be out there. But I can tell he's tired because the shots...
I think LeBron just wants to win as much as possible. And if I fall short in the third round or in the finals, whether it's 4 games or 7 games, I think he just wants to win every game he can. And it's not realistic in today's NBA to win 8 straight finals. I mean, it's hard enough to get to 8 finals. But, the only people who care are on the, people that talk shows and stuff like that, or, Facebook, but only because you're comparing them to Jordan, which really, you're almost solidifying the argument if that's all you talk about is LeBron Jordan.
You exit Kobe out of it.
Just by having the conversation qualifies LeBron as being at Jordan's level. That's what LeVar Ball said. This is like a year ago. What's the conversation back when he said he could beat Jordan? And ESPN finally addressed it. And then they actually asked Jordan, and Jordan actually replied. It was like, and LeVar Ball came back and said, wow, the conversation going on right now in the NBA is who's better, LeVar or Jordan?
Yeah.
Just by having that national conversation, legitimate, I can't say that one, add legitimacy to his claims.
But when are we going to stop talking about LeBron and Jordan and actually have a conversation about LeBron, Kobe, Jordan?
Well, I'm always a Kobe fan, but I was also able to watch Jordan throughout his prime, and I'm gonna stick with Jordan. And
but how does LeBron skip over Kobe, and he don't have as many rings?
Well,
like what are we going off of?
Well, like you said, just like the MVP, everybody has their own definition of what an MVP is, and everybody has their own definition of what a great player is. Like when I questioned you about your top 10, it seemed kind of crazy to me. That's why I asked you, how do you define the greatest players? And you say like the peak level that they reach as a basketball player, and that makes sense to me. That's fair. You know, some people base it off accomplishments, trophies won and stuff, or points scored.
But the reason I'm saying that, because what I'm thinking is, if like I watch a lot of Kobe film, and I watch a lot of Jordan film, and I watch a lot of course I watch a lot of LeBron film. Yeah. Everybody. When I looked at when LeBron was playing with the Heat and Kobe was playing with Shaq, and Kobe could have averaged a triple-double if he wanted to.
No, because he was a scorer.
But that's what I'm getting to.
But he said
that's what I'm getting to. If he took a step back, like we was telling Westbrook to saying basically, if Kobe took a step back and said, I'm going to create every shot for somebody else, he could average triple-double.
But Kobe is like the only player I've ever seen that flat out admits, I'm a shooter first.
He's a scorer.
I'm a scorer first.
But that's why. But Jordan, I always say Jordan is a scorer.
Yeah.
And he's considered the greatest of all time. Kobe is a scorer.
Because he also won a lot.
He won too, but he got one more ring than Kobe. Kobe got 5, right?
Well, here's the thing about Jordan, and this is why I think. First it was, everybody said the scoring champion could never win a championship. The scoring leader could never win a championship. He proved them wrong. But here's the thing about Jordan, in those 6 years he won a championship, 91 to 93, 96 to 98. He was the NBA regular season MVP for 4 of those seasons, in 91, 92, 96, and 98.
Yeah.
The year he lost the MVP was in 93 to Barkley, but then Jordan beats Barkley in the finals for the championship. 97, loses the regular season MVP to Karl Malone. He beats Karl Malone in the NBA finals. And he was also the NBA's scoring leader in each of those seasons. So you got a guy that he was the scoring champion, MVP, NBA champion, and NBA Finals MVP for 6 seasons. But the 2 seasons he didn't win the regular season MVP, he beat that guy in the NBA.
But that's just the cards falling that way, though.
Yeah, but and that's the thing about Jordan. He has the best story.
Kobe beat Iverson.
Kobe has the best. No, Jordan has the best story.
Oh, story.
Yeah,
Kobe beat Iverson.
But that's a crazy.
Like how the stars align.
That is a crazy 6. I mean, you can't do any better than that. I mean, Jordan had the most. What's the word?
He got the most storybook.
But like he did so much he had the most achievements you can get in 6 years than anybody. I mean, as far as the main achievements: champion, MVP, scoring title, Finals MVP.
But the question is I'm just wondering if.
But those are
that's what I'm saying. He still only has 6 championships, and Kobe has 5. LeBron has 3.
I mean, Kobe gets full credit for his 5. He went to 7 finals and won 5, which is pretty good. 5 for.
But LeBron doesn't get credit for all 3 of his finals.
Well, but I think because he's still at 3. 3 is still a huge.
Without Ray Allen hitting the shot, he wasn't the one. Without Dwayne Wade taking over year 2, he wasn't the one. So
but like the Lakers had Robert Horry to save them.
Yeah.
All those times. So you're gonna get. I mean, every championship comes down to a shot or 2 being made or missed. I don't want to pull it up now because it takes forever to find. But in 1995, Houston was going for their back-to-back championships, and they're playing Phoenix. And Houston was down 3-1 in that series. And I think it was game 5. Tie game. Final possession, Phoenix has the ball. They score. They move on to the next round. They work the ball around for the final shot because it's a tie game. We're not going to give Houston the ball back. They get it down to Wesley Person, which he's the brother of Chuck Person. These are two guys that are big-time three-point shooters, just marksmen. Yeah. You know, just like J.J. Redick. They give it down to him. He puts the shot off at the buzzer. It was one of those shots that went and came out. That ball goes in. We have a different champion in '95. So that's sometimes the finals, the champion comes down to that.
Yeah.
And just like
I tell you, just like with old boy missing that shot that LeBron gave him.
Yeah.
And when Durant hit that shot and he passed it to Cole, I mean, he makes that shot. Yeah. I mean, probably 80% of the time.
But because LeBron's at 3 championships right now, it's the only thing that's carrying him is his finals trips, his stats. Kobe's legacy is he overachieved, and like he said, he wants everybody to think of him as a guy who got every drip out of that orange. Like, you couldn't squeeze any more juice out of Kobe's career. Even that last game, he had put up 60. It was like, this is everything I got, you know? And LeBron, we already know he's going to be the all-time leading scorer of all time.
Yep.
So, when you, just like how we automatically put Kareem in the top, well, now we got somebody above Kareem now. So I think you can't leave out the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. And he's also going to be the first guy with 30,000, 10,000, 10,000, and maybe 40,000, 10,000, 10,000, which is
unbelievable.
And then that's just regular season stuff. And I think he's already got the finals records already because
he came in out of high school. Kobe came in out of high school.
Yeah. Oh, and I like, and that's another thing too. I think that's a big deal. I like guys that came out of high school. I wish they never got rid of that because I think that's a big deal. I mean, when you could just come straight from high school and compete. Oh, Kobe wasn't. He haven't signed his first season off the bench because he was a sub for Eddie Jones. But LeBron was automatically almost the best player in the East when he came into his rookie year.
Because nobody was in the East, and he was from Cleveland.
Other than Paul Pierce.
Never won.
Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade.
So.
No, those guys came in the season. Those guys were rookies together. And LeBron was the MVP that year. So, it's just, LeBron really, it's just like Jordan. He had to get 5 rings because that's what Magic had. Well, first he had to get 3 because that's what Bird had. Because they're comparing him to Bird and Magic. Then he had to get 5 because that's all Magic talked about. I got 5 rings and you got this many. So Jordan had to because that's who they compared him to as far as the greatest Magic. So he had to get 5. And then he just added another one. So you get at a point of your career, there's a point that every player gets in their career where really the only thing that matters is championships.
And when you think that's coming for LeBron?
Oh, and he's already been there. He's been there. Yeah. Once you win like an MVP in your first title.
That's what I was saying about Durant. Durant don't have nothing else to prove.
Yeah, other than championships.
So now it's just
Curry too. And that sucks about Curry. That's so weird. Because I think Curry's legacy is kind of...
Well, Curry's the best shooter of all time.
Yeah, but... he had a chance to be the greatest player of all time.
Well, hell no.
No?
Hell no.
You don't think that 2016 season was one of the greatest?
Man, hell no. He's the greatest shooter of all time.
That really helps you be a great player. I know he doesn't play defense, but
this man, he's the greatest shooter of all time. LeBron is the best player all around, and Jordan is
No, I'm not saying Curry was going to be top 5.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be on Mount Rushmore.
No,
because he should. Hold on now.
Okay, I got you.
I was about to say, because Curry's going on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, the greatest of all time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to be on top 5, like, period. The only reason why I couldn't put him in the top 5 now is because he's fucking staying hurt. Okay. But if he's going to get back healthy and he's going to fucking win 3 or 4 more championships.
Yeah.
He's going to be way past LeBron. Way past. So people are going to be like, well, he had Durant on the team. Well, he won one without Durant. And then he won one with Durant. He could have won another one, but Draymond Green, that was the year they wanted to give it to LeBron. Mm-hmm. So Stephen Curry is going on Mount Rushmore with Jordan, Kobe, him, LeBron.
I can live with that.
And then you're going to have to find a centers. Either Shaq, Kareem, or whoever you want to go with. There's going to be so many, and the Mount Rushmore may have to get longer. You know what I'm saying? It might have to be 10 players. That's kind of what I think they should do.
We forgot to call Green today to come on the show.
Who?
Green.
Yeah.
He wants to come on the show.
Okay.
Today would have been a good day.
I forgot.
Yeah. He just texted me at like 20 minutes before the show. I was like, okay, let's do it. Yeah. But we got to get him out here because I think he's got some opinions. A lot of people have different opinions on that.
You talking about Edward Green, right?
Yeah.
We want to get on here and talk about that travel, do you? That James Harden is traveling?
No, he's been wanting to come on the show.
Cause I see him post. He tagged me in something about that travel, and I'm like, it's not a travel.
Well, I think technically, if you slow it down, it is an extra. It's an extra. He's getting an extra step in there, but it's like.
What about when LeBron takes off from half court and doesn't dribble?
But it's a weird extra step because it's only like a 4-inch step. So it's like, yeah, you know. But if the refs aren't going to call it, I'm not making a big deal. But Kobe had legitimate footwork. He didn't travel.
Crazy footwork.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I can respect that. Like
especially if you want to post Carmelo Anthony footwork is stupid. But if you want to Paul Pierce footwork, oh man.
I was joking. Can you imagine if Larry Bird had that step back Harden had?
Nobody be able to stop.
He'd still be playing now.
If Paul Pierce had that, nobody be able to.
I love Paul Pierce's game.
Nobody. Damn. If he had that, we talking about Boston never breaking up.
But I'm fine with it. I don't care. I mean, it's not like he takes every shot like that, you know. And the main thing, I think players are going to adjust to that because that little hop step, it adds a half second to you getting your shot off.
Yeah, so why they can't work on it?
No, I'm saying it gives the defense a little extra time.
You still won't be able to stop it.
I don't know.
You can't. You can't. The reason you can't stop it is because I'm watching you plant your heel down and I take my step back.
But you're not supposed to watch people's feet when you play defense.
No, the offensive player is looking at you.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
You're guarding me. Soon as I act like I'm about to shoot to pull this ball, you relax for a second. And I give a step back, which causes more space.
But I think over time, players are going to get used to it.
You can't.
You have to. I mean.
Impossible. Did you ever see somebody stop Allen Iverson? Crossover? The NBA had to call it a carry for you to be able to stop it.
They adjust the rules.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. That's crazy that they'll call him on a violation, but not James Harden.
Their only way. There's an interview out there. Look, you know, Allen Iverson game was this past weekend.
Yeah. Celebrity softball game?
No, the high school. You know, like they got Jordan Classic. They got a.
Oh, I didn't know he had one.
Yeah, Allen Iverson got Classic now, and he was at the round table talking to high school people. He was asking them. He's like, imagine if I got to do that step back that James Harden do. He was like, just imagine if they let me, like what I would have did. He's like, they would have called walk, or they called just like they made him call carry.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it because it's kind of fun to watch too.
You can't stop it because I'm watching you pause and I'm taking a step back.
That's some quick thinking too.
Like you can't but he said they had referees come into their scrimmages so he can show them like, is this a walk? And they said it's not a walk.
Yeah, that's why they're not calling it now.
So what I don't understand when people be getting all upset about because you can't stop it. Nobody can stop LeBron grabbing a rebound, running 3 steps before he dribble. Nobody can stop.
Oh yeah, the crab dribble too.
Nobody can take him going to the rack, taking 3 steps, getting an and one. Like no, well y'all don't say nothing about that, but y'all gonna stop because nobody can stop his step back. Well, get a jump shot.
Yeah.
Work on it. You act like James Harden's the only person who could do this move.
But because he relies so much on his jump shot, he's had 2 bad games. Because the jump shot will come and go sometimes.
But like I said, that same thing happens with Curry. What happens when they have a bad game? They scorch your ass the next game.
Yeah. Well, see, when Kobe has a bad game, he goes and rebounds.
Yeah.
And puts the ball back up. So he's always going to score.
But he's still going to shoot over 20 times whether he had a bad game or not.
Yeah, because he doesn't believe in. He said he'd rather be 0 for 30 than 0 for 8.
That's what I'm saying. So he technically you could say I know. Well, even when I played, I never looked at how many shots I took.
If it's open, take it.
The coach would say, he had 30. Sally had 30 this game. Nobody's saying, well, how many shots Sally took? Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, because
we want to worry about the team winning.
If they're all good shots, that's what matters.
And some people get in a rhythm, like if I come down and miss 10 straight,
yeah.
and then I make that one shot and I get to the free throw line and I make a couple.
Yeah.
Now I'm in a rhythm.
Uh-huh.
Now I may run off 18.
Yeah.
Let's just say I make 9 out of that 18. I shot 50% from that point I made that shot on. So that like I done got my rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like a score, people who don't score don't understand that. They just look at the box scores and be like, he had a terrible game.
Yeah, nobody remembers.
He shot 10 from 40. Be like, I got fouled every time I went to the rack.
Let's see. San Antonio's up on Golden State, but that's not gonna last.
Okay. What was the question from last week? It was trivia question.
Oh, I knew the answer too. I have to look it up. Look it up.
Damn.
I know the answer. Jeez, when was the last show?
Was it something about the Pistons?
Was it the 18th? Did we have that show up?
Because I don't want to get an answer out. Because I know what John said. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, which one of the bad boys? You said which one of the bad boys' name was Spider?
Oh, yeah.
Thibodeau was not an offensive coach. Did a spinning fadeaway away from Boston, Jeff Teague. 2-pointer with your foot on just 24 seconds. Follow that situation. Don't you follow that situation? Watch that for coach tonight. Thibodeau, Butler injured? No, because they're probably hoping he can take us. And well, who did he lose to? He is going next. What we leave off? We did
I don't even know what the trivia is.
I think it was what team did my cousin play for?
No.
That wasn't a trivia? Wow, this is crazy. Next time I'm gonna have the iPad right
now.
Write this things. Yeah. I don't know why they bring this up.
Let's do the one-on-one tourney. You got Gilbert versus Durant.
You're there, Kobe. You're there.
You know who I'm going.
What?
Say Gilbert versus Durant.
Yeah.
I'm going with Gilbert.
Okay. So now we got Gilbert versus Kobe.
Yeah, that's what. In the finals, baby.
Okay.
Gilbert versus Kobe Bryant. Next week, well, not next week, in 2 days, y'all gonna actually.
Oh, wait, I got the question. Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, so Gilbert, Kobe, one-on-one finals all time, and I think that's going to be a big argument.
A big argument.
But we argued a lot last episode. Today we're kind of just chit-chatting about what's going on. We kind of disagreed a little bit, a couple things, but I feel like next episode is going to be pretty heated. Next episode, so we'll stay tuned for that one. And the question was, who's the? And I don't even know if you could really count this as a trivia question. I don't know if it's really a fact.
Yeah.
It's just like. It was like, who's the least talked about or least known NBA original Dream Teamer? Yeah.
No, this is a fact.
You can count it as a fact, but it's not a fact like what did Jordan average in the NBA Finals. It's just kind of like a cultural or public opinion. Basically. You know, it's not a hard number.
Even he admitted it, even on the DVD, the Dream Team DVD. But I'm pretty sure some people knew who he was.
But the answer is Christian Laettner.
Hell no. It's not the answer.
The original Dream Team?
Yeah.
Okay, well then Clyde Drexler then.
No.
Well, who's the least?
John Stockton.
Okay, John Stockton.
Nobody knew who the hell he was. He said he was one. He said he took his family with him.
Okay, I didn't know what you meant by that. I didn't know you when he was overseas.
Yeah.
Okay, well that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because he was walking around with his camcorder like he's a vacation guy.
Yeah.
Because he's 6'1", 175.
They knew Christian Laettner. He was only a college player.
Yeah.
They knew him like, oh, that's
but I used to always forget Drexler was on the team for some because he was the late addition.
Yeah. Didn't somebody get hurt? That's why he got on this.
Stockton.
Somebody got hurt.
Stockton broke his leg.
Yeah, he got on. I remember that.
It's crazy. Stockton broke his leg. They still didn't miss any games for the Jazz. Okay, I thought you meant like in America.
No. They knew Christian Laettner because he hit the fucking shot.
Yeah.
I
wish they would have put Shaq on the team instead. He's like,
you talking about coming out of college?
Yeah.
He wasn't polished as
Shaq was the rookie of the year.
I know, but he wasn't like in college. Like nobody thought he was gonna be what he was in the
NBA.
NBA.
Well, he was the #1 draft pick.
I'm saying they didn't think that. The only reason why they brought in Christian Laettner was because it was just like, dude. See what I'm saying? Like LSU wasn't.
But Shaq was drafted before Laettner.
I know, but LSU wasn't on the same pinnacle as Mike Krzyzewski and Duke.
But we're not talking about teams. We're talking about players, though.
Like I think that's why they brought Christian Laettner in
because it was just his coach was Coach K. He was assistant.
That's what I'm saying. If Shaq played for Coach K, then he would have been on it.
You know, I actually miss when, and I don't know. I think it has to do with players coming out early because it doesn't seem like it takes that much to get drafted in the NBA as far as like because when players stay in college, like the level of game rookies had was higher, but now it's all like 1 and 2 year players, and but check out these stats from Shaq his rookie year, and or even look at Vince Carter's highlights his rookie year.
Yeah, it was crazy.
These guys came out and was like, Jesus.
It's crazy.
I mean, Vince Carter's rookie year highlight tape is, you know, some players wish they could have that for their career. But Shaq's rookie year, and even Iverson, Shaq's rookie year, 23 points a game, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 3.5 blocks. That's a rookie.
It's crazy.
You don't see rookies come in.
No, you won't see that. That's why I say he's on Mount Rushmore. That's why it's kind of hard to say who you're going to put on there. That's why I think you got to make Mount Rushmore like longer.
And let's go Iverson, rookie year. 23.5 points per game, 7.5 assists. And I think that was the most assists he's ever. No, he had 7.9 one year. And 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Jordan actually led the league in scoring his rookie year by total points. Not average.
Yeah.
Dominique got it. But total points, Jordan had the most points because I think he played like all, I don't know if he played all 82, maybe missed one possibly.
This week's trivia question would be...
He played all 82 games, 28.2 points per game as a rookie.
Yeah.
6.5.
But that's not like
6.5 rebounds.
The reason a rookie won't do that now is because players are too much stronger and too much faster. Like back then,
the level is even.
Yeah, back then it was like
Jordan was like an alien.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but still, though, I mean, I don't know. It was like then he got injured, and then he averaged 37 a game.
This is a good trivia question I got.
What do you got?
Who was the 4th pick in the '96 NBA draft?
Okay, I think I know.
I know these people. I know y'all be googling these answers.
I know. Just so we can. Okay, I don't guess it every time. You should let me guess, or we'll take turns asking one, so we can prove we're doing this off the top of our head. Yeah. So it was Iverson, number 1, Camby, number 2. Number 3. Because that was a deep draft class.
Yeah. The 4th pick.
Okay. Iverson, Camby, 1 and 2, that's for sure. I'm trying to figure out who had the picks. That helps. Because that's a year you had Ray Allen. That's a year you had Stephon Marbury, Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Oh, he might be number 3.
Cool.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Because they probably
the 4 pick.
No, I'm just trying. I'm trying
to right with the 3rd one.
I'm one on top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Iverson, Camby, Abdul-Rahim.
Yeah.
4th pick. So I got to think of the bad teams at the time.
Mm-hmm. See, I knew you would have picked Abdul-Rahim if I would have said 3.
It's definitely not Kobe because he was like 13. Jermaine O'Neal was a little lower. Ray Allen, I'm going to kind of save him for a second. I think Robert Tractor Trailer, no, he was in the Dirk draft.
Do you want to know the team?
No, because that'll help.
You want that? I guarantee it won't help.
Because there was a trade. Because they got drafted like, oh jeez.
I give you a hint.
Hold on, no, Kerry Kittles was in there.
Yeah. We already talked about this player though.
Oh, today?
No. We have talked about this player for one of our other trivia questions. That's the crazy part about it.
Okay.
Now you're going to know the answer.
No, I forget all the trivia questions. I can remember the last one we asked. Hold on. I want to get this. Well, I don't want Drake on the show. What was the team?
Milwaukee Bucks.
Wasn't Ray Allen. I mean, no, because he was.
You don't remember?
He was that.
You don't remember who played with him?
Who played with Ray Allen?
Yeah.
Well, Ray Allen was in that '96 draft class.
Yeah. You remember these 2 players got drafted together?
Oh, I didn't know that. Who was it?
Stephon Marbury.
I was about to guess Marbury.
A lot of people don't remember that he played for.
I didn't know he was that high though.
Yeah, they only remember him from the Nets and the Knicks.
No, he was, but he played his rookie year in Minnesota with Garnett. And then I don't know what the problem was. I think he was just. Why did he demand a trade or whatever? Because
he didn't. First of all, he didn't want to play with them. So he got with Garnett, and then he wanted to stay with Garnett, and then something happened with him and
Because going to New Jersey, he's pretty much back home in New York.
But the coach,
that was the year Garnett got that $200 million contract, right? Like the biggest contract of all time at the time.
I can't remember exactly why, but I remember he wanted.
When did we talk about Marbury earlier?
You remember we asked how many championships he had in China?
Oh, that's right, in China.
Yeah. Well, since we gave y'all the answer for that trivia question, now y'all know, like, we don't actually...
Yeah.
We just thinking of stuff off the top of our head, so next time he's going to come with a trivia question, and I'll try to answer it. Because you had about 3 minutes in there that y'all had to find the answer.
Well, I was pretty happy I was able to remember the top 3 picks.
But I knew most people... You know basketball, so I know you would have knew it.
Well, that's when I was in high school, so... That's when I was a freshman, sophomore in high school, so I was able to... That's when you.
Because I probably wouldn't even remember Camby.
Well, you remember most of the stuff from your high school years.
Yeah.
That's probably when you pay attention to. That's when you really start paying attention to stats and stuff like that. Now, I really don't pay attention to drafts anymore. I couldn't tell you the top 3 this year. I mean, I don't know. Probably because, well, one, they've had their time to develop themselves as players, but so next week. We'll see who's still. Oh, not next week. When do you want to do this?
Today.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday.
LeBron will either be down 3-1 or 2-2.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. We got Kobe versus Gilbert Arenas. Another trivia question, and
we might have a guest.
Oh yeah, we're trying to bring some guests in too.
If not, we're gonna have a call in. We're gonna call somebody.
Yeah, we gotta start having call-ins. Guests or call-ins. At least. Either a guest for the whole show, or we'll do a short call-in. But that'll be it for today. See you next time.